ground trembled beneath his feet. Leaves shook violently as a monstrous roar shattered the silence of the dense jungle. A lone human, barefoot, mud-streaked, gripping a sharpened spear, stood frozen in place, eyes locked with the towering figure of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. In this impossible reality, where time has twisted and prehistoric humans walk among dinosaurs, survival isn't just a skill, it's a miracle. Imagine if evolution played a different tune. What if humans evolved millions of years earlier instead of mammoths and saber-toothed cats? Early Homo sapiens faced creatures like Spinosaurus, Carnotaurus, and even the airborne menace of Quetzalcoatlus. In this alternate world, every step outside the cave is a gamble, every hunt a desperate act of defiance against extinction. This isn't a tale of dominance, it's a fight for existence. No cities, no steel, no technology. Just raw instinct, ancient fire, and fragile courage against teeth and claws designed by nature to kill. Could a small group of thinking apes stand a chance against apex predators that ruled for millions of years? Let's dive into this terrifying clash between mind and muscle and uncover whether humans ever stood a chance in a world ruled by dinosaurs. To understand this battle for survival, we need to reshape history. In our real timeline, dinosaurs vanished 66 million years before humans appeared. But let's say that didn't happen. Instead, the asteroid missed Earth, and dinosaurs continued evolving while early humans emerged during the late Cretaceous. It would be a world of extremes, volcanic activity, fluctuating climates, and the constant threat of predation. Humans in this scenario are not the top of the food chain. They're clever, agile, and communal, but physically outmatched by nearly every predator. A velociraptor, often misrepresented in films, was the size of a turkey, but still fast, intelligent, and hunted in packs. Even small predators posed enormous threats to naked, tool-wielding humans. Survival would demand innovation. Fire becomes not just warmth, but a weapon. Communication through gestures and primitive language allows coordinated defense. Traps dug into the earth, sharpened sticks covered in poison. These become the tools of resistance. Humans would learn to observe patterns, track movement, and identify weak points in massive predators' behavior. Against the towering might of a triceratops or the ambush tactics of a pack of Deinonychus humans wouldn't fight head-on. They would ambush, deceive, and adapt, or be eaten. Intelligence becomes the last line of defense. Imagine a tribe of 20 humans camped near a river, alert to every sound in the trees. One scout climbs a tall tree each morning, scanning for movement, because in this world, movement often means death. On the third day, branches snap in the distance. A shadow moves unnaturally between the trees. It's not a mammal. It's not even a bird. It's something far older, something cold-blooded and calculating. A pack of small but deadly troodons approaches. They're quick, agile, and smart. Their serrated teeth can shred through flesh, and their grasping claws aren't just weapons, they're tools. The tribe doesn't panic. They've rehearsed this. Children are hidden. Fires are stoked. A ring of sharpened stakes surrounds the camp. When the predators charge, humans don't confront them with brute force. They strike from above, dropping stones and spears from platforms and trees. They ignite oily leaves to create blinding smoke. Troodons retreat, confused, and coughing eyes stinging. One falls into a hidden pit of thorns. This isn't just defense, it's strategy. The war between humans and dinosaurs is not just about who's stronger, it's about who learns faster, who adapts better, and who can turn fear into a weapon. In this world, intelligence isn't optional, it's survival. But not every encounter ends in a clever victory. Sometimes the enemy is too big, too fast, and too furious. One afternoon, as a hunting party treks through an open plain, the sky darkens not from clouds, but from the towering shadow of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Over 40 feet long, 9 tons of muscle and jaws that could crush bone like dry twigs. The humans freeze. Running is useless. Climbing trees, not fast enough. One wrong move, and it's over. The leader doesn't scream. He throws his torch to the grass. Dry vegetation catches fire. Smoke rises. The T-Rex halts confused by the flickering light. Another hunter hurls a spear not to wound, but to distract. The humans scatter, not randomly, but toward a trap. For days they had prepared a deadfall, a massive pit, concealed beneath branches and leaves. The beast charges, blinded by smoke, distracted by movement, and crashes into the trap. The ground gives way. Dust flies. The jungle is silent. It's not dead, but it's stuck, for now. The tribe has bought time. This moment isn't just luck. It's the result of planning, sacrifice, and knowledge passed from one generation to the next. In this world, brains are the only equalizer. The real question remains, could humans ever truly win in a world of dinosaurs? Let's break it down. Physically, no contest. A human's bite force, running speed, and raw power pale in comparison to even mid-sized carnivores. But the mind changes everything. Tool use, fire planning, and teamwork give humans something no dinosaur ever had tactical advantage. Let's compare. A single Allosaurus can tear through muscle and bone with ease, but it hunts alone. It doesn't build traps. It doesn't plan ambushes. Humans do. A tribe of 10 could use terrain to funnel a predator into tight paths where its size becomes a disadvantage. They can ignite fires to create fear, using light and sound to confuse. They can strike and retreat, strike again, wearing it down slowly. Even their bodies, though weaker, are built for endurance. Unlike dinosaurs, humans can run long distances. Persistence hunting could be a tactic, chasing prey for hours until exhaustion sets in. No brute strength, just patience and coordination. And then there's learning. While dinosaurs rely on instinct, humans remember, teach, and evolve ideas. They tell stories around fires, not just to pass time, but to prepare the next generation. Knowledge becomes their sharpest weapon. Now, let's imagine alternative survival strategies. Not every tribe fights. Some adapt by avoiding conflict altogether. They learn to move like shadows, navigating dense forests and caves where large predators can't follow. Others observe herbivorous giants, like Stegosaurus or Ankylosaurus, not to hunt, but to understand. By recognizing behaviors, warning signals, and migration paths, humans can avoid danger zones or even follow herds for protection. There are even possibilities of opportunistic coexistence. Nest raiding becomes a crucial tactic. Stealing eggs from massive sauropods or carnivores during vulnerable moments. It's risky, but high reward. An egg the size of a boulder can feed a whole group. Young dinosaurs separated from their parents might be captured and raised, not tamed, but used as tools or decoys. Some humans build high platforms in trees, inventing the earliest watchtowers. Others dig deep shelters insulated from tremors caused by stampedes or predator roars. These aren't just caves, they're strongholds with storage pits, smoke ducts, and lookout holes. In this brutal world, every tribe tells a different story. Some go extinct, others survive. But the ones who thrive are those who don't just fight, but observe, adapt, and reshape their relationship with the monstrous world around them. As generations pass, humans evolve not just physically, but culturally. Cave walls become canvases, telling stories of battles with horned beasts and flying terrors. Red ochre and charcoal form primitive murals, warnings, victories, and losses, etched in stone for those yet unborn. Each drawing is more than art. It's survival encoded in symbols. Some tribes worship dinosaurs as gods. The thunderous footsteps of a sauropod may be seen as the voice of the earth. The flash of a Carnotaurus charging through the brush becomes a spirit of chaos and war. These beliefs shape rituals, chants before hunts, dances to mimic predator behavior, offerings laid near nests for good fortune. Other groups form hierarchies based on bravery. Those who wounded a predator or escaped death become leaders. Scarred warriors are revered. Children listen wide-eyed to tales of cunning escapes and near-death encounters. Firelight flickers as elders teach tactics through legend, blending truth with myth. Tools evolve. Spears are hardened by fire. Nets are woven from plant fibers. Clubs are embedded with sharp stones. This isn't just survival. It's the birth of prehistoric warfare. Humanity is no longer prey hiding in shadows. It is now a calculating force, testing the boundaries of its potential in a world ruled by monsters. But even with ingenuity and courage, the cost of survival is steep. Every victory leaves scars on bodies and minds. A single misstep can lead to annihilation. When a Spinosaurus prowls near the river, no defense feels adequate. Its sheer size and aquatic prowess make it a terror on both land and water. Rafts are overturned. Hunters vanish in splashes of red. It's not just predators from above or behind, but from beneath the surface too. To counter this, tribes adapt their settlements. Villages are built on stilts raised above swampy grounds. Watchers are posted in trees at all hours, trained to detect the ripples of danger. Spears are redesigned with barbed tips for underwater use. Firelight is reflected off water to disorient night stalkers. Every innovation comes from bloodshed. Even the skies aren't safe. Pterosaurs like Quetzalcoatlus patrol from above, diving down with dagger-like beaks. Children are kept under cover. Scarecrows made of branches and bones line open fields, a primitive air defense system against winged death. Every environment requires new thinking. In the plains, it's traps. In the forest, it's stealth. Near water, it's vigilance. The battle for survival isn't a single war. It's a constant, shape-shifting game, and humans are learning the rules. As centuries pass in this alternate world, human knowledge compounds. They begin mapping dinosaur migration paths, tracking seasons, and predicting predator behavior. The moon's cycles are tied to river hunting patterns. Bird calls become alarm systems, signaling distant movement. It's the dawn of prehistoric science, born not in peace, but in desperation. Some humans push the limits further. They begin crafting decoys, dinosaur-shaped sculptures smeared with animal fat to lure predators into ambushes. Others experiment with poisons from berries and insects, coating spear tips for extra lethality. These early chemists know little of biology, but everything about consequence. Trial and error become evolution's tool. Intertribal communication grows. Groups trade tactics, tools, even territory for safety. A language of survival emerges not of words, but of symbols carved into trees and rocks. Danger here. Safe water. Predator nest nearby. It's not just humanity versus dinosaurs anymore. It's humanity versus extinction. Yet danger remains constant. For every clever trap, nature creates a counter. A smarter predator, a new behavior, a faster ambush. And so the cycle continues. Observe, adapt, survive. In this unrelenting crucible, the human spirit isn't just tested. It's reforged into something ancient, powerful, and quietly unstoppable. In the end, who wins, man or monster? The truth is, there's no final victory. Not in a world where survival is measured day by day, breath by breath. Humanity doesn't conquer dinosaurs. It coexists through strategy, sacrifice, and relentless adaptation. The tribes that endure do so not by dominating, but by understanding, by becoming students of the wild, listening, learning, responding. They learn to fear but not freeze, to run but return, to lose but remember. In this imagined world, perhaps a fragile peace begins. Maybe a clearing in the jungle holds the graves of both man and beast, honored equally. Or perhaps the war rages on generation after generation, a timeless struggle between flesh and fang. What we see isn't just a fantasy. It's a mirror of our real past, how humans overcame saber-toothed cats, cave bears, and mammoths. We didn't win by strength alone. We won by thinking differently. And if dinosaurs had stood in our path, maybe, just maybe, we would have found a way. But here's the real question. What if dinosaurs never went extinct? Would humans have ever ruled the Earth at all? Like, comment your survival strategy, and subscribe for more epic clashes from extinct legends.